Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me. If you want to support the work I'm doing here on my channel, the best way to do that is to leave a like on the video or even share the video with a friend. Appreciate you guys who continue to do those things for me. So I have a lot to share today, and I do feel like there has been a lot of strange energies in the last few weeks. So I was able to communicate with the Pleiadian guides to get a better understanding of what's going on. So last week I did something that was kind of interesting, and unexpected, and something that I had never really heard of before. But my guides wanted me to shut down my chakra centers for 3 days. And I did that by, in meditation, kind of seeing them encased in soil or nature. So I did this, and it was actually a really good feeling. It felt refreshing to not be so sensitive for once. And I want to talk about that sensitivity here in just a minute. But after 3 days had passed, I got in the shower and the guide said, okay, it's time to open up again. And they wanted me to open up specifically by thinking about the sun. And my response to that was, I'm not outside, it's actually nighttime, how am I going to do that right now? And they let me know that you don't have to be directly in sunlight, that you can just communicate to those energies and absorb them regardless. So remember, source energy does not care about time and space. Source energy does not care about density and matter. All it cares about is intention. And that's where we want to kind of focus for a second. What is your intention in this new energy? There are new vibrational standards that have been set. So, meaning that every time Gaia shifts, every time Gaia sheds her skin and there's something new on the surface, lightworkers have to catch up. So it's very common when there's a burst of energy in a short period of time for people to feel disconnected and have to kind of work their way back into alignment with all of their pieces. The vibrational bar for you and for the healers is always moving. It's never going to be stagnant. It's never going to come down to you. You are always going to have a vibrational standard to meet, and that vibrational standard needs to be above what everyone else is doing. So pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to your habits and behaviors, and are they serving you, or are they part of the old you? You should know that disciplines, especially spiritual disciplines, are important. But overall, disciplines in your eating habits, disciplines in your sleeping habits, disciplines in detoxing yourself of earthly chemicals, all of that stuff is really important going forward. And the ability to do those things is what separates you from the pack. The ability to commit to disciplines is what puts you in elite company, elite vibrational company, and in that company is a group of people who are not doing everything that the masses are doing. So everybody is watching porn, everybody is drinking alcohol and doing drugs and finding some way to escape themselves instead of facing themselves. We are the ones who face ourselves. We are the ones that are the measuring stick for everything else that is popping to the surface now. So don't let anybody do you the disservice of telling you that you don't have to work hard for your spiritual growth or for your ascension and remembrance. Be in the now, yes, but be in the now with a purpose. What are you broadcasting right now? What are you going to be broadcasting the rest of your day? Are your disciplines in alignment with helping you maintain that high frequency? And I know the disciplines are rough for those working a 9 to 5 still. And I know that having a job that is not in alignment with your spiritual aspirations is really frustrating. But the only thing that you can do is use that as a fuel to create. What you need to do is understand that creation is the entire point of this thing that we're doing here. And I know for a fact that the Creator and your guides have been planting seeds in you for options, creation options that are kind of going under the surface, and we are looking to change that going forward. So start creating, even if you're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't understand the inspiration, this doesn't feel like something that can sustain me financially. Start creating, trust that the creation is divinely inspired, and that divinity that you have that is being produced from you in the form of manifestation will be abundant enough for you to thrive in the new energy, unrestricted by the old systems that are no longer relevant here. Free yourself, work hard, be disciplined, take this experience seriously. We only have a certain amount of time here in these bodies that we're walking in right now. Make sure that you're doing yourself a service. Make sure that you are honoring the time that this physical being has in this space. The opportunity to create from a place of free will is something that is universally sought after. Remember who you are, remember why you came, and get to work doing what you do best, and that is create. If you're fine with the job you have and the situation that you're in, write it out, and more power to you. The next thing that I want to talk about is empaths. I know that empaths right now are kind of being put through the ringer, and I know what empaths do. You see people going through tough circumstances, and you put yourself in their shoes to kind of experience what that trauma would be like if it was to happen to you or to somebody that you love. And for some reason, we do that thinking that we're honoring the person that's going through it. But you should know that it is depleting your emotional body if you do that too much. So you need to understand that the emotional body is a key player in feeling purposeful and connected in this physical space. The emotional body is the path of least resistance for most of the guides and the higher selves that are communicating with you behind the scenes. Those revelations coming through your system are going to be meaningless if the cellular structure doesn't respond with excitement and floods of emotion. Going forward, there are going to be things that you can't unsee. It's going to be counterproductive for all of this that we're doing if you're putting yourself at that level. So what you're doing when you see someone in trouble and you're simulating with yourself what that experience would be like is you are creating an entire new negative frequency from that. You are here to oppose those negative frequencies with high vibrational love frequencies that are the source that drives all atoms in creation, which is being learned now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope these messages are helping you. If they are, please think about leaving a like before you leave, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.